Hi, this is our Mac maintenance system. Um, let's get started. First, we are going to register your user into the system. Let me show you the validations, data validations we have written on top of this form. You can see those. These are all the data validations we have written on top of this form. Let me show you, there is one more validation we have done with like when a person is registering, he has to create a unique username. If any person trying to um, create a profile with same username, we should not allow him to do that. So let me show you that validation. Since the user with username user123 already exists, we will get an error that username already exists. In order to not to get this, you should have a unique username. uh, that's what we are giving. This is the user190 is a unique username. Right now this user gets signed up. Yes, this user has signed up in our application. Let me show this results in our database. Yes, you can see user 190 and his password. And let me show you user details after this. Yes, we have got all the user details of this user, and we can check his roles in system roles. User123 and his role is user. Next, now what we are going to do is I'm going to show you the data validations we put on this form. These are the validations we have put on this form. But suppose there is one more validation. What if the user types wrong password? You can see that username or password does not exist because the password given is wrong. Right now I'm going to give the right password. This is the home page of the user. These are the functionalities we are going to implement, but right now we have done only create mar, that is reporting the problem. I will show you the validations that we have done on top of this form. Let me give some random values in the description. Here the validation is the like description size should be, size limit is 100. Right now I'm giving like more than 100 characters in this, and I have not given any name. These are the validations which are present on top of this form, and we are using drop downs for facility type, urgency, and reported by. And reported by field is non-editable. uh, it Since the user has logged in, his username will be automatically taken. We are eliminating data validation on this field by doing like this. Here there is one more validation, like I will show you list of all the facilities that we have in our system. You can see these are all the facilities we have. See, we have multi-purpose rooms till number 4. What if I give multi-purpose rooms with number 5 and give some description, and urgency is medium. We'll get this, the facility name does not exist because that facility is not there in our database. Right now I'm going to give a correct number, MR4. Now the mark should be successfully created. Yes, the mark has been created. We are back to our home page. Now log out and let me show you now get started with facility manager. We'll sign up a new facility manager into our system. As I have showed the validations on this form for user, the validations will remain the same. Role will be checking as facility manager. Middle name is not required. We have signed up facility manager into our system, and the validations on login form remains the same as that of user. We'll log in. The facility manager will now log in. Let me show you before that our facility manager in our database. This is our new facility manager who has created his profile. Now facility manager is going to log in. These are all the functionalities of facility manager. Right now we have implemented only 2 functionalities: search and assign mar and list all the mars. Let's go with list all the mars. If you click on the list all the mars, you can see all the mars that were raised by the users. If you click on this link, we can see details of each mar. You can see assigned details only if the mar is assigned. Previously, a user has created a mar and that mar is not assigned. That we can see here. If you click on view, you see that there are no assigned details because that mar is not assigned. You can see the same in such unassigned mars. This is such unassigned mars. If you click on the view, you can see the same. Now here facility manager can assign this mar. Let's see the validations that are on this form. Yeah, these are the validations which are on top of this form. Let me give today's date, and let me show you the repairers that are present in our database. You see that only repairer 1 is the repairer that is present in our database. Let me try to give another repairer 2. we will get that repairer does not exist. Right now the repairer 2 does not exist. We will give correct repairer this time, and the mark should be assigned to that repairer. Now if we go to the search unassigned marks, it should be empty. Yes, it is empty. Now if we go to list all marks, as these marks, you can see that these marks are sorted in descending order of mark number, and this MAR was not assigned previously. If we click on this, we now you can see that this is assigned to repairer 1, and facility manager can log out using log out button. Now let's get started with admin. Let's sign up an admin into our system. The validations on this form are same as that of user. Now admin is signed up into our system. Let me show you that in our database. These are the details of the admin. The validations on top of this form are same as that of user, like as anyone has same like username and password to login. Now admin is logging into the system. These are the different functionalities that admin can do. Right now we are implementing couple of functionalities, like the admin can search for a profile and view the profile of a particular person and change the role of that person. Search profile can be done using 3 filters: username, UTID or role. Let's suppose now I am selecting role as user, and if I submit right now, you see that these are the validations that are present, like the length of the username should be equal to 7, the length of the UTID should be equal to 10. This is the search profile form. By default the role will be selected as user. You can select whatever role you want to search. Like if we don't specify any username or UTID, we will be getting a list of usernames or profiles whose roles are user. Here if we are specifying username and UTID, anyway these two are not mandatory, but if we are specifying there are data validations on top of this form. These are those validations. And one more thing is these are filters. Like if we are giving 3 fields, then 3 filters will be applied. If we are giving 2 fields, 2 filters will be applied. If we are giving only 1 field, then only 1 filter will be applied. Now let's try to apply 3 filters. Let's go into the database and see let's try with username of this facility manager. And UTI of this facility manager. As you see, we don't get any results because the role was facility manager, but we have selected the role as user. Now we are going to select the proper role, that is facility manager. Now these three fields, like these three filters will be applied and we will be getting this result. Now here if the admin wants to change the role, he has to click on this view link where he will get to see the details of profile. Right now we are showing only few details as this functionality is related to change role. When we are doing modify profile, then we will be showing all the details, but we won't be showing the password, and we will be only allowing few fields to be changed. Now I want to change the role from facility manager to repairer. I'm sorry, like to repairer. Okay, now I have changed the role. Now let's try with facility manager. Yes, you can see only one facility manager is there, and you can see the same thing in the database. Yes, you can see the same thing in the database. You can see that the role has changed from FM to repairer. This is how we perform search profiles and change roles. If we do search for repairer and submit, we will get this facility manager, and we can revert back him to facility manager. And if we search for facility managers, he is back again as a facility manager. We can use logout button to log out. Now let's get started with repairer. Repairer can sign up into our system using sign up form. Now repairer has to log in. Here the data validations are same as any user. Before this, let me show you into the repairer record in our database. These are all the functionalities repairer can perform. Right now we have implemented only list my assigned repairs. If we click on this form here, he can see all the repairs that are assigned to this particular repairer. Since he has just now logged in, he has just now created his profile, there are no repairs assigned to him. Previously, while previously a facility manager has assigned a MAR to a particular repairer. Now I will show you that repairer's dashboard. Let me get his username and password. The repairer that was assigned MAR was repair1. That was his username. Yes, now you can see that previously a MAR was assigned to this repairer. You can see this was the username which was we created initially. That the MAR this user has created, this MAR was assigned by FM to this particular repairer. If you click on this view, you can see the entire details. I can either go back or click on logout to logout. This is our Mac maintenance system. Thank you.